The relationships in our life can teach us a great deal about ourselves. They are such a big part of our spiritual journey. So, today in this video, we're going to discuss how to navigate and deal with our relationships through the wisdom of the Gita, how to practice the wisdom of the Gita in our relationships and see the divinity in them. This is going to help you not only have more harmonious relationships with those around you, but also sort of use your relationships as an avenue for spiritual growth. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Here we focus on studying and practicing the teachings of the Gita with great devotion in our daily lives. So today's topic, relationships. I want to share with you four main things, four main ways that I practice the Gita's wisdom in my life, and hopefully that will help you. So, the first thing I would like to start with is learning to see God's presence in everybody. Krishna says that I am the inner self, the inner witness of all beings. So, Krishna is present not only within you, but also in your partner, in your family, in your friends. So, Krishna's presence is within everybody. If you remember this always, you can worship your relationships as living God. So remember this whenever you get irritated with someone, whenever you get angry with someone, whenever you get frustrated, that it is God's presence shining through them. Don't just see the people in your life for the form that they are, see them in a much deeper way. See God's presence in them. So when they do something that you don't like, it's easier to forgive. When they do something that annoys you, it's easier to let go. If you make it a practice to always honor the God within them, it will always be easier to not emotionally react in dysfunctional ways. Another thing that this will allow you to do is see the people in your life with their virtues. You can focus on their good qualities, their virtues rather than their faults, their weaknesses. So often we just judge others for their weaknesses and dwell in our mind about, hey, what don't we like about our partner? What we wish was different about our partner or our family members or our friends. Instead, we can, because we are learning to see God's presence in them, we can start to honor and dwell on their virtues, their good qualities. Second thing, start to love the people in your life and serve them. See your relationship with them as a service to them. Do everything you do in your relationship as a form of service without attachment, without selfish motive. Stop trying to manipulate others around you to behave the way you desire, the way that suits your needs. Stop trying to always get them to do what you want. It doesn't just mean that, you only do what they want. No, but how you deal with them, the things you do with them, the time you spend with them, the things you do for them, you see as a form of service to the creator, to Krishna himself. You do those things without expecting things in return. You're no longer just doing things for them so that they can do things for you also. Of course, there's a give and take in every relationship, and that harmony, that balance naturally finds its way into fruition if you let go of your selfish attachment. You have seen that when your doing is clouded, polluted with selfish attachment, you actually, this whole flow of give and take gets corrupted. And the very thing you want moves away from you. So that's the paradox of spiritual wisdom. Let go of the thing you are so attached to. Let go of all these attachments that you do your actions with when you serve others. And then the reciprocation of the give and take, the whole flow can be reignited, and it does so naturally. The third thing I would like to share with you is understand that relationships are not meant to be perfect. The Gita tells us that everything that happens in our life is our spiritual journey. All the struggles and inconveniences and problems you experience in your relationships are meant to serve you spiritually. In the Gita, Arjuna is on the battlefield and he is having to face this big life problem. your battlefield is also your relationship problems. You have to instill your spiritual practice in how you go about your relationship problems. No relationship is meant to be perfect. Every relationship has its flaws. Don't just dwell in the mind about, oh, how, if this was different, I would be happier. If I could change this, I would be happier. No. Face every task as it comes without resistance. Use your problems for spiritual practice. Go about doing all things in your relationships and dealing with your loved ones and all the little inconveniences that arise without resistance. Once again, do it as service to God. Make it in the Gita, Krishna says, make everything you do an offering to me. So all these relationship problems that we deal with, we do step by step without resistance, doing what is required of us. Handle things with love and care, and God will guide you. God will give you strength. If you struggle with practice and you need help, join our Bhagavad Gita study group down below in the description. Now, lastly, the fourth tip. Understand that the people who are in your life are exactly the ones that need to be in your life. You may look at your partner and you're constantly thinking like, hey, if my partner was different, or if I had a different partner, maybe I would be happier, you know, or if like I was maybe born to in a different household, I would be happier. Or if I had different friends, I would be happier. Understand that this is just a dissatisfied ego. It's just a dissatisfied mind. And it will find a flaw in everything. Even if you are placed in perfect circumstances, perfect relationships, mind will start to find a flaw in everything. That is its nature. Instead, understand that the people who are in your life are not there by coincidence. They mirror to you exactly what you need to see in yourself and what you need to let go of and how you need to grow spiritually. They offer you the path to practice these spiritual teachings. So everybody who is in your life is appropriately there. When they move on from your life, they appropriately do so. When they come into your life, they appropriately do so. All is God's will in that way. So keep seeing the God in them, God's presence present in them. God's presence is looking at you through them. Love them, serve them without attachment. Focus on their virtues rather than their flaws, and face every struggle as it comes, one step at a time, without resistance, with great love and care. This is how the teachings of the Gita invite us to go about our relationships. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it and you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. We make new videos like this weekly. Thanks for watching. See you next time.